Dyson, a Dyson cordless, a Dyson V12 Detect Slim Absolute. What a massive mouthful for such a tiny little machine. This one runs but has a problem. It's pretty much completely clogged up. You can hear it fluttering and then it just stops itself. We need to have a look and see what could possibly be causing such an expensive modern vacuum cleaner to not work in such a weird and unusual way. See what we find and hope it's a simple fix deep down at the bottom of it. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and Dyson chums. How are you today? Yeah, you can tell that these things are aging when they appear on my front room floor, because that only means one thing really, that they're here for repair. And this is actually quite a nice machine. The form factor is, I think, a bit better than the V10, V11 because it's just a bit lighter. It has a nice button which you can push and it turns it on. It has a small bin, which although it will seem a bit counterintuitive, I prefer on a stick vac. It's a stick vac. It's meant for picking little bits up. It's not meant to clean your entire house from top to bottom, really. This one isn't really cleaning anything. And I haven't really, oh, there's a cupcake case. I haven't really found a smoking gun as such. I fear its issues are going to be a little bit more difficult to find than just, you know, having a look at stuff. But we can see. So there's nothing really untoward to start with, except all of the fine dust and fluff that is coming out from inside this thing. And I think that's probably where I'm going to start. We're going to take it outside. I'm probably not going to take it apart yet, although that might be stage 2, because it seems quite simple. We've never actually had one of these fully apart. I know it's going to be impossible because the dirt sensor will be as one, but yeah, if we could just get to the back of this cyclone, that might help. Find a screwdriver. And then with 4 screws in the back and 2 screws underneath the slider, and it comes apart, but as I feared, that flipping loom is still stuck inside of there and it's not plugged, and it is annoyingly completely part of the entire machine. And yeah, I don't actually think I can get it apart anymore, nor do I think we need to, because in here isn't as filthy and disgusting as I was fearing, although it's not great. But yeah, there's not a lot else I can really do now. I don't think I can get this off much. There's a problem with the new ones. If anybody's figured out, I mean, yeah, that's not terrible, but it could also be our problem. If anybody's figured out how to get these apart, do let me know, because I think the next thing to try is to take the shroud off and see what's blocked behind the shroud. But I don't even think I want to do that. I think what I want to do here and now is we'll take it out and give it a really good airline and see what we get out of all of those nooks and crannies. Because I think half the problem is this and half the problem is going to be that. All airline down, a surprising amount of dust did come out, but I don't think it's better actually. But still cutting out. Oh, well, now it's died. I hope the battery hasn't just died. I don't actually have the charger for this machine. Yeah, still not. I can't even stick it onto boost because this stupid button. I think now our problem is not even the machine. Is it still trying? Oh yeah, I think it's this flipping filter now, which is a pain because you can't really test this. The only way now that I can be sure is, and I wonder if this works the same, it should. There you go, you put your fingers underneath just this top bit, you can remove the clips. Oh yeah, that is not going to be very good. This bit won't be too bad because this is the post motor filters. I'm not going to wash that end will be okay, but this end is, I think, our problem. Now it's off the machine, you can stick it in some hot water and give it all a good old rub, and in theory it should be a lot cleaner. We've then got to wait for that all to fully dry before we can even begin to test this, because I don't have any spare filters for a V12. Now I think we should be good to go. Let's just confirm. I know it's not any of this because I checked. You can see through that one there, and I can see through there to the brush roll underneath. So yeah, it is just the machine. Oh, flipping Dyson. And can't even properly fix it like the older ones because I can't strip it apart and give it all a good wash. There is just no point. So let's see if this simple filter clean will revive this very expensive current brick. Sometime later, the filter is all washed and dried. I'm a little bit hopeful because it didn't take much to wash it. You can always tell when a filter is really disgusting because it needs a trip through the washing machine. This came out nicely by hand, so that is promising. Right, to get this back on, there's sort of different sized and staggered clips. You need to try your best to line it up. So there's the fat one, there's the thin one. Then line up the notches at the top, and it should, I think that's one off, so we'll turn it. There we go. You'll notice it because it'll click and stay. But the problem is, all of that was just a big guess. Didn't wash the back bit, by the way. All of that was just a big guess. I haven't tested this yet. Filter not sealed. Oh dear. Oh, I hate it does this. Oh, filter is sealed. Don't tell me I've broken it just by hand washing it. Please no. Oh dear. Let me get this working, and it thinks it's got a filter. It's in. I think there's a certain way that has to clip onto this, but unfortunately, still no good. Yeah. Oh dear, no. So, I think this thing is knackered. And the reason I think that is because over the night when this was drying, I looked on eBay because I thought, oh, we should get one of these in, or I should get one and figure out how it does actually strip down. There's tons of broken main bodies of these, and they all have this exact issue. They run for a bit and then die, which is a problem that I think affects these. So, we haven't fixed this, I'm afraid. Cleaning your filter will not help if your V12 is doing this. If you've seen it down below, let me know if you've seen this issue down below and if there is a fix. But for now, I can't go much further because all the motor's sealed up, and even if it wasn't, I don't think I could get to it anyway because all of this seems to be one unit. I think I should be able to run it. Yeah, no, even without the thing. And you can still hear it pulse. Oh my god! Ah! Ooh! What the? Why is the bin making it not happy? Oh, well, that wasn't too happy either. Ah, that's strange. So there is a restriction still. But we airlined the heck out of it. I don't quite know, there's all of this gunk down here, which might be causing it. Hang on. Maybe. I'm going to suggest that maybe these air paths here are being blocked by all of this filth. That's about the only thing that I can suggest, because yeah, this actually runs okay on its own without the bin fitted at all. So one moment, let me clean this and we'll see if this is maybe the smoking gun. Otherwise, the machine is still knackered. All cleaned, all nice. I'm still not fully believing it's going to be this simple, but yeah, it's not pulsing anymore, but it's still not bloody lasting. Oh, I keep trying to turn it up with this one. Oh dear, but if we take the bin off, definitely something being restricted when that bin goes off. But it is lasting longer. I mean, could we perhaps vacuum with it? Oh, this isn't bad. Yes. You are missing. As much as all Dyson stick vacs are pretty much the same now, this one is quite nice to hold. It's a lovely height. Is it a bit taller than the V11 felt? But you can see my hand is not on the button. This head does make it stick quite nicely to this seatbelt, right? Is my rod any different? Oh yeah! Put it on boost. Look at all the dust coming out of my carpet. I don't have a charger. I can't keep it in boost. But that is definitely now working, and that has picked up quite a bit of dust from the floor. Let me just, and yeah, that is pretty nice. So I don't know really. I think I'm going to airline it out some more. I'm going to go to town and order these, and I think there's still stuff in there, but it is better. And I think that does prove the theory that what will kill these is when this bottom bit gets completely clagged up to the point that the machine suffocates itself and it dies. Or all of those ones that are spares or repairs on eBay work okay as well. They were just suffered from this. So my question to you now turns into, have you seen that on a V12 before? Is that why they're going to die? They've just been designed to self-kill themselves? I don't know. I think so. I'm going to airline this out and call it done. Not charge the customer a fortune because I don't fully trust the fix, if that makes sense. We haven't fixed anything. We've just blown dust out. And it seems to be different, which I guess is as good as this is going to get, but only time will tell. But I think this is our first or maybe second V12 Detect Slim absolute garbage. I do perhaps think so. Oh, while we're here, let's see. Oh yeah, look, and it's starting to do what this style of head always does, and pack all the fluff into there and ram itself solid until it pushes the brush roll out and physically deforms the head. What a great design. So, there we go, a Dyson V12. I don't like this sort of fix because we haven't really fixed anything, but it is working. What more can I say? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And I and some other Team Evac will see you soon. Bye bye.